works a little bit better for scraping. Still not an X-Acto knife, but I don't know, looks a little bit better. So looks a little bit more like a wave now, I guess. All right, anyway, I thought maybe we should try to paint something on the back of that, and I found a half pear. I don't know where to put that. Let's see, maybe like this came there. Let's try it with the regular, just okay. So let's try to do that half pear on the back of this. And to start out, we want kind of a creamy whitish, I guess. So we had this cream here. There's some white there. I don't normally paint with white, but what the heck. Let's just go for it. Okay. So I'm just going to try to just try color like the more on the edge, I guess. Okay, so now let's try to just get the shape. Okay, that looks all right. Another cute little cat here. And okay, so I'm gonna let that dry a little bit, and now start sort of this greenish yellow kind of color. And we just want to start that, but I was gonna see about not touching the what do you call it? What we have for the inside. So I'm just gonna leave this little line. Okay, this kind of sitting there funny. Uh, while we're here, we can just do like a little shadow type thing, maybe. Let's see. And here again, I am not going to, that is actually up here. Oh well. Let's see if we can just sort of say, hello, I'm a shadow. And again, leaving the little space. And let's see, make that softer. It's not blending very much. Interesting. All right, see about a very pale blue background. And if we get it a little bit warmer on the front, it'd be better, I suppose. I don't know if that's gonna look goofy, but you know, the warm color is gonna come forward. So It does look pretty goofy, but all right, I'm gonna let that dry, and let's hit the this other thing. Oh no, I moved my live broken plate model. So on this, I'd like to just continue painting and get more coverage. So I'm just going to try to paint the metallic object, I guess. So let's start with, let's start with this kind of blue. Well, let's see about that. This is supposed to be the handle. I guess we could sort of take a chance and sort of say, hi, I'm here, I'm the handle. Oh, what happened to the other one? Oh, here it is. So we had that same photo before. That was the handle. Doesn't really look exactly right. Hi there. Thank you for the thumbs up. So, it's the same handle. And let's see how that goes. Here we're going to see about a gray blue. I meant to re-up on the palette because we're running out of a lot of colors there. Let's see about come right here. And more lean into blue. And here we want to have more of a, that to sort of fade. There, that's a good fade. So you can get a fade down here. Looks good. And here we need kind of a shadow. And there, that should be a fade out. Good. Now we need some blue. So I guess that'll be under the handle. Get some lighter blue right here. Here we need some yellow, but I don't want it to mix with the with that blue. I'm just gonna have a little bit of yellow here, and we need some yellow here. And it's actually cadmium yellow. Well, that looks pretty good. It's not really realistic, but it definitely looks good. Here we got to mix in gray with the yellow. Let's see if that works. Sort of worked. Up here we want the blue with the yellow. Okay, leaving those little white things there just for the heck of it. See if that helps us as we go. This we need a darker blue. Let's just try mixing Let's see. Okay, that looks kind of like a darker blue. Let's see. It's more green, but whatever. At least it's got a little bit of authority, so help us to define this edge. And well, that looks all right. And pull out a highlight. Okay, so we're successfully laying down some paint, that's for sure. I don't know if it looks that great. Let's see about just getting some a brown tone for let's see. Thinking about this shadow right here that's on the pair photo. So let's see if we can just get in there and say, hi, we're the shadow in the pair photo. Okay, now we need see if we can get a good gray going right here. Now a green, please. This has got to be more diffused. And now we need a beautiful gray. Well, we got some, definitely got some colors laid down. This is starting to get a little dry. Let's see if we can jump back on the half pair. And I was sitting on this. All right. So let's lean into the green. looks all right. Try to just get the body of the pear here. Just get some splotches in there. Good. And now we want to get this green that is coming around on the edge. So let's see if we can handle that. It's the green leaning heavily into yellow. Okay, well, I got sort of a good one, a good color for that, I think. So let's see. So I'm just doing kind of like a dotted line here. We don't really want to get the same green all the way around. So up there we have a little thing where it's kind of bleeding in. Let's see if we can get that. And that's not bad, but I'd like to remove some of this paint. And there is going away nicely. And let's try to come around here. I'm just going to, I guess let's just make that a little more subtle. Now we got some orange happening there. Let's try to represent that orange. It looks as good as anything to try to talk about the middle area right there, a little bit right there. Let's see if we can just move this around a little bit. Try to get rid of this hard edge. And we got a very faint gray there. Looks like the sort of covering a seed. Let's see if we can depict that and not look stupid. And we'll get some kind of like darker brown here for doesn't look half bad. We need a kind of do a dotted line there because I don't want to have this stem all one color. You see like this stem here or this stem here, we got green, red, dark brown, yellow, straw color, and you know, the closer we get to all one color on a stem, then it's just gonna look dumb, I think. And like here we got blue, gray, brown, straw, something looks like a Van Dyke brown plus burnt umber up there, and it just has a lot more, likewise here, has a lot more shape and depth because we have all these different colors. So it looks like parts are near, parts are far, and that's why I left a dotted line there because try to put it dark right there. And definitely we've tried dark here. A couple of dots up there. Make it look a little more complicated than a piece of like a stick. All right, now